joined today by Justin Dunn, who is a Weaver Leather professional horseman. We are really excited to have him here. He's going to be with us all weekend for our anniversary sale, doing some seminars, and we're just going to kind of learn a little bit about him today. So, let's start off. What got you into horses?
I didn't see that coming. What got me into horses? I was born around horses, so we had horses when I was born.
All right, so you grew up on a farm, was in the family?
Yeah, pretty much.
All right.
Yeah, so I had a little pony named Chico.
No way, that's cute.
And he was my dad's horse from when he was 10. And then I kind of inherited him when I was born.
Okay.
I was with him for 14 years. Yeah, Chico taught me a lot. He's one of those rough little Shetland ponies that, you know, I can't count how many times I got bucked off of him, but I loved him, and I thought that's what they were supposed to do. So I love horses, and whenever they didn't buck you off, I loved them even more.
Yeah. See, I had a pony that was like that too, and his name was Chappie, and he did everything he could every day to tell me who was boss.
Yeah.
We always scrapped about it, but it ended up being a great partnership. So I think that kind of ties into what it is that you do now. You follow more of like the natural horsemanship. Can you tell us a little bit about your methods?
Well, I just look at it as I need a partner to help me do a bigger mission, serve a higher purpose than myself, and I need a horse to help me do that. So I have to create a willing partner in this, you know, relationship to go with me to do what it is I really want to do as far as the bigger mission. So, yeah.
Okay. So I understand that you believe in Bitless and Furless training. So tell me how you got to that point in your horsemanship that you realized that this was the way to go in communicating with your horse.
So I really like that philosophy of trade places with your horse, treat them like you'd want to be treated if the roles were reversed. And I looked at it one day as I wouldn't really want to wear a bit in my mouth, and I wouldn't want to be gigged in the side with spurs. So not that I'm anti-bit or anti-spur, I'm just anti-abuse with them. So I have a trail riding business, outfitting business. A lot of my clients come out, they don't know how to use spurs and they don't know how to use bits for sure. So I wanted to protect my horse in that mission from tourists hurting them, and really wanted them to be able to communicate with the horse effectively and the horse appreciate how we were doing it. So that's how I got into it, bitless and spurless.
Who were some of your inspirations?
I really didn't have any, to tell you the truth.
So it's more self-taught.
Yeah,
that's cool.
I like guys that are horsemen before, you know, guys that are horse trainers, I guess you'd say. Horsemen, they really want a relationship with their horse.
Right.
They really care about the horse. You know,
like
they're
the
the
partnership.
Yeah, they're the leader, but you know, they care about who they're leading more than being the leader. So guys like Tom C., he's one of my mentors. Stormy Mullins, I really like him. So, and those are guys I met after, you know, getting into this business as an adult. So, the inspiration as a young kid would probably be like John Wayne and stuff. But I don't like the way he rides.
Yeah, exactly, like the high-ho silvers and stuff, you know. So, then what was your thought process in developing this bridle with Weaver? I'd like to hear a little bit about what went into it and how you came up with it.
Well, I've been an outfitter for 15 years, and when I got into outfitting, we were bitted and used bits on our horses. And I got to I had a group, 5 people. We went 2.5 hours away to do a pack trip. I forgot all my bitted bridles, and I wasn't going to turn around and go back. And these guys didn't know the difference, so I just tied the lead rope around to the halter, and away we went. And for 5 days, my horses were angels. Like really good, because you know, tourists, they're going to balance on the reins, hold themselves up, they're going to do things that you wouldn't normally do if you had rein control. So horses were really respectful to them for the lack of knowledge. So I thought, there's something to that. I'm gonna get a bitless bridle and try that. So I got one that you just buy in the store, and it just didn't last. I mean, the rigors of day-to-day outfitting and whatnot, just they won't hold up. So after searching, I finally just designed my own, and had a guy out in California design it, and then I used it, I liked it, presented it to Weaver, they liked it, and we came up with this model, and it stands the test of time. I've been using it for a long time, years and years, and day after day, that day-to-day use that you got to have in the outfitting business, it'll just stand up to it. You know, it's good leather, it's quality, it's made good, and then the communication that I have with that, I never take them out. So any horses, wild horses, domestic rescue horses, when I get them to come to me, We established this partnership. I'll put them in a bitless bridle, and then I never take them out. Softness is what I'm really after, and I can get them super, super soft in this bridle, so there's just no need to go anywhere with it. And it's really universal. I got 15 horses, and I can just have a pile of bitless bridles there, and I don't care which one I grab to go put it on a horse, rather than, you know, he doesn't like that bit, or he doesn't like that bit. So this is just a really intricate piece of equipment for me to use, and the job I use it for.
So in terms of your bridle, like I noticed that we have some of these knots. Is this more of like the pressure point like on a rope halter, or like, I just find this piece interesting. I'd like to learn more about that.
Yeah, so that's kind of a misconception on this knot. It's not really to apply any specific pressure to the horse. It's generally, you know, all it's designed for is to hold this into place. You know, whenever you spread surface area, you can look under here. You know, when that leather's on the horse, this knot's really ineffective.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's just spread over the horse. This is just to hold this geometry, and this geometry is based on my own hand.
Oh.
Because I used to train horses to go bridle-less, and I would just reach down there, and I'd, you know, they'd be on leg cue pretty good, but if they got confused, I'd just reach down there and push with my hand.
Right.
It's not really practical. You need reins. So I designed that off my hand, where when you pick up on this rein, it applies that pressure, evenly distributes in that geometry to just push the face. It's not something that I didn't put those knots there to cause any kind of pressure point. It may look like that's what it would do, but when you pick up on this ring, and before that rein gets tight, you want that horse to get off that pressure. That's how less than 4 ounces of pressure, 8 ounces of pressure. Pick up on that rein, and it just spreads that pressure over here. Pressure is a question, and when they give you that desired response, the release is a thank you. So that's the way our conversation goes. I pick up, pressure, question, they give, release, thank you. And it's not, it can be, I guess you could use it in an abusive way, but it's one of those things that gives people a large margin of error. So if a person's riding a horse and, you know, you get after it pretty heavy, that horse isn't going to log in his little notebook like, you hurt me, I'm going to keep it. He'll get his attention, but it's nothing that's going to stick with him as far as, like if you had a bit in his mouth and you pick and yank his head off, he's going to mark that in his little notebook, you hurt me.
Right.
So this gives him a large margin of error to make a mistake. You know.
Now, how do you know when this is on the right part of your horse's face? Because I know that some horses tend to have some more Roman noses. You have a really dishy face. Yeah. So does this part ever need to be adjusted, or is it basically just on the sides?
Yeah. These knots can adjust. These can come down, they can come up, whatever you need. What I like is you'll feel on a horse's nose soft tissue, and then it turns into the bone. You want this to lay about 1.5 inches above that soft tissue on the bone. Okay. And then you want 2 fingers under here in the chin strap along those jaw bones. You just want to run 2 fingers just like that. I usually go from behind, but you want 2 fingers, so this will be tight. You don't want it to spiral on his face. It'd be like loose steering in a truck. Yes. So you want to tighten that to where it's giving you a good form fit to the horse. You don't want these buckles up in his eyes, you know, eye height, so you want to have that to come down. This will be about 1.5 inches, and then this will have 2 fingers in here. You don't want it spiraling on his face, because when you pick up a rein on my horses, I want that ring, when that ring comes up like that, that horse should already be giving off pressure. When this rein is in an arc position, he should be following that around, and then when it gets tight, that's the point where if he's confused, you're going to give him a little bump. You're not going to pull. It's kind of a misconception on the wording of that side pull. You want to, it should be a side bump, you know, because you don't want to start pulling. You'll teach your horse to get leverage against you. He pull against you, and then people start getting a tug of war.
Resistance.
Yeah, and people getting a tug of war, and the horse figures out, well, I'm a lot stronger than you. I don't have to do it. But if you bump with fingertips, bump, bump, bump. 5-year-old kid could do that. He'll go, how do I get the bumping to go away? He comes to it, you quit, say thank you. That's how you use it.
Awesome. And this is just your typical harness leather, I believe, correct?
Yeah, this is what they call the russet harness leather.
Awesome. Yeah, which, by the way, this stuff is lasts forever. Yeah. I think it's a great leather to use. So let's get back a little bit about your history. I know that you work a lot with breaking young colts. You have some history with Mustangs. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Well, first, terminology is pretty important. I don't break horses. I train them, or I listen to them, and then I just share what they share with me with other people. You know, that breaking thing is kind of, if you use
old
words,
terminology.
Yeah, it's old terminology. You know, I don't ever work a horse. I play with them. So your attitude's everything. When I present to a horse what I expect, I'm going to present, hey, I want a willing partner to come with me and do this. Let's play. not I'm going to work you to where you submit. I don't want that. We don't use fear or pain to force a horse to submit, so we just create that environment of willingness that the horse would want to join and be in. So that's the concept behind the bitless bridle too, and behind no spurs, no whips. You know, we want to create a willing partner. So getting into answering that question, I train horses for a higher purpose than myself. So we have a camp for children with cancer. This May we've just introduced a new camp for at-risk children, children suffering depression. And I have to know that that horse understands that he'll never have any fear or pain from any human. So he has to understand that he can be comfortable, he can make mistakes. We're just going to ask him questions that I know he knows the answers to. And to do that, we invite that horse into the domestication process. We have to form these agreements, and those agreements are, I won't hurt you, you come with me, help me, we'll do this bigger mission to help others. So that's the basis.
Well, and that actually translates into teens or children that are at risk too, you know, that have broken homes and things like that, to know this is an environment that they're safe in. And I've seen that firsthand, how that really works. So I think that's absolutely interesting. Do we have any questions so far from any of our viewers?
Nobody's question?
No questions?
Not yet.
All right.
Do you want to
do a tour? Like, do you want to check things out around here? We have our anniversary sale, so we're going to walk around with Justin Dunn and kind of show him stuff. Where do you want to go first?
I like it right here with my bridle. I mean, I feel like I'm back in Colorado. We'll go anywhere. What do y'all want to see? Do you want to see anything in Big D's store here in Streetsboro, Ohio? This is their big sales event, anniversary sales event. They got all kinds of neat stuff we can show you. Anybody? Okay.
Anybody talking?
Nobody saying nothing?
Just start walking?
Nobody saying nothing on mine?
How about that?
I have not one fan saying anything.
Oh, that's right. So you want to tell them what we're doing at the end, what you're giving away?
Well, we were going to surprise her.
Oh, surprise. Okay.
We got a surprise for Sarah, and we're giving one away tonight.
Yes.
Do they have to do anything?
They have to like, comment, and share this post to get it.
Okay, you have to like, comment, and share this post to get it.
But
you want to know what it is?
What are we talking about?
Well, I don't know. Are they getting the Canyon Rose or are they getting the Russet?
Well, I don't know. I think it's your choice.
Okay, let's see. We'll see. Here, guys, here's what you got. Two choices, and we want to see your comments. This is the Russet. It's the brand new bitless bridle that's in stores now for 2017. And this is the other model that I use personally. I use this one too. I like this one. I really like this one. It's a hard choice. So just comment which one you like. The horses will love them both. So that's what I always say. Instant fix to every horse problem right here.
Yes. Ooh, Sheila has a question.
Hi, Sheila.
Do you have a website, and what is it?
We do. It is www.bigdweb.com, and that's B as in boy, I, G as in girl, D as in dog, W-E, B as in boy.com. So head on over. We have all of this waiting for you.
Oh, is there a difference with the dark one?
Yes, the dark one is oiled and it's a little more pliable right
soft.
Right off the gate, right off the shelf, and it's colored different. This leather, it'll work in, it'll break in, and it's a little stiffer than this one right off the shelf. But yeah, that's the major difference.
Thank you.
Anybody else? We're going to start walking so you guys can see what we have going on here at our anniversary sale this weekend, which you will be doing 2 seminars with us, which is really exciting. Our Big D's fans are huge proponents of coming and learning, so
yeah, cool.
Be ready.
Look forward to
What time are those?
Tomorrow it's at 4:30 and on Saturday at 10. So make sure you stop in and hang out with us because he'll be here and we'll have him tied out somewhere out front.
Are you coming with me to Sarah's to play
I
with the
believe
Mustang?
I am.
So tomorrow at noon, we're going to play with a little wild Mustang, little BLM Mustang. I don't know the horse's name, but it's a little mare.
She was a rescue from actually a local, it's Portage APL. She was rescued in a starvation case, and Sarah has been fostering her and would like to get her ready for her new home. And from what I understand, she's very timid, very unsure of things, you know, and plus she's just coming back from being starved, so there's a lot of mistrust there. So she's really excited to learn some new tips from you. So
well, that's just right up my alley. You know, I love the rescue horses. I love the BLM Mustangs, the adoption. I like to help with all that as much as possible. And that's that forming that agreement with those horses to come into the human element, the domestication process, so to speak, and having them willingly want to be there, never forcing them to submit with pain or fear. So this will be really good. So tune in tomorrow at 12.
Yes.
And
at 12.
we'll be playing with that little BLM horse. I can't wait.
I'm really excited. I have not seen her yet. I know I've seen pictures, and I was actually following her story, so I was really excited to see that they were tuning in and that they were chosen. So
Yeah.
I just think it's going to be a great story, and it's a great proponent for rescue horses and to
Yeah,
really show your skills.
Yeah. Well, I just share what horses share with me. I don't
Yeah.
have any skills.
Well, I didn't think you had skills. So let's go take a little tour. Go ahead,
All right.
Gina. You can lead the way.
Uh-oh.
If you guys have questions. So this is our boot section here. We have men's and women's, and we are going to be getting ready. We have 20% off of footwear tomorrow. So there's some exclusions that apply, but make sure you come and hang out. Yes.
I have another question.
Yes.
Somebody wanted to know if you're going to be doing the seminars live.
I believe we are
Yes.
going to attempt to do that, yes. So make sure you're tuning in. We'll try and get your questions answered then as well. So like our page, and you will definitely get the notification for it, and you can come hang out with us.
Cool.
Yeah. So we're going to take you guys to the warehouse so you can see where all the big sales are
We're going to see
happening.
the warehouse.
And this is a big place.
This used to be what? What did this used to be?
It used to be a Walmart.
It used to be a Walmart.
Yep, and it was sitting vacant for quite a few years, and we just moved from right down the street.
Yeah.
So we've been here, this is our second anniversary yet.
Ooh,
Hey,
let's
I
look
got-
at these
I got-
giveaways real
I
quick
got-
before we...
Oh, the raffles?
A lot of my fans have been wanting a black bitless bridle. Rachel behind the camera works at Weaver. A black bitless bridle. That's what my fans have been requesting. I want everybody watching this today that wants a black bitless bridle. Black leather is what I'm talking about.
I vote for black.
Type it in, say we want black, go to Big D's fan page, tell them we want black Justin Dunn bitless bridle. I can't count how many people ask me for the
Black
black,
is
and
in.
I'm like, I keep telling them to
I love
make a
black
black,
back.
so I guess we're just going to have to do the power of the Facebook Live and demand that we want a black bitless bridle at Big D's.
And some bling.
And put some bling on it, I don't know, whatever y'all want to do. I'm an outfitter from Colorado, so we'll get some bling somewhere.
So for our local guys, we have 3 awesome raffles to give away.
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
And Saturday.
So we have a grand prize, which is worth over $1,000. And then we have a second and third place prize. So make sure you come in and you fill out the raffle and cross your fingers, and we hope you win it.
Okay, let's go into that warehouse.
All right, we're going to go check out the deals that we have hiding in the warehouse.
Deals.
Yes.
So they do a lot online.
Lots of online. I mean, we ship internationally, so if there's anybody outside of the U.S. that wants a Justin Dunn bridle, we can get it to you.
I've seen them go to New Zealand, Australia, England. They like them out there.
Yeah, we can go everywhere. All right, this is it, guys. This is your sneak
Dun,
peek.
dun, dun, dun. Drum roll.
Come on in.
Oh yeah. So this is where the magic happens.
Yep.
What a warehouse. How many square foot is it? Do you know?
Oh, Gina, off the top of your head.
I don't remember.
Thousands and thousands and thousands of feet.
It's like a kid in a candy store. I feel like a little kid.
Look at all these signs. Look at all
Horse
these
stuff.
sales. Blankets. I think your 15 ponies at home need something.
I have all kinds of stuff in there, but you can never
can
have
always
too much.
use more.
You can never have too much.
I think
right?
pink would be beautiful on them.
Pink?
Yes, pink.
Well, we do have a girls' camp. We do
See?
get pink.
So, and I believe the seminars will be held back there. So that's where you guys will
So
be.
tomorrow we're doing seminars right back here. We'll do it Facebook Live.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
Yeah, so this is the warehouse. And you won't be able to walk in here. It'll be so packed.
A lot of people.
Oh yeah. We'll be there watching them stroll in at 9 a.m. We get a nice big line out there. It's awesome.
I'm just really looking forward to playing with that little Mustang.
I know, it's gonna be great.
Fourth withdrawals. We got any more questions? You guys have any questions about Big D's?
Yes, do you guys have any questions on there?
No?
I
Okay.
gotta vote for the black bitless bridle.
Vote for the black bitless bridle. Okay, keep them coming.
Yes,
Keep
Cheryl. Everyone needs a pitchfork.
All right, well, make sure to tune in tomorrow.
Yes, so for this giveaway that we're doing today with Justin Dunn. We will choose a winner tomorrow by 3 p.m. So make sure you like, comment, and share this live post, and we will select a winner. We'll notify you through our Facebook page. So make sure you're checking your inbox around 3 o'clock, and then tune in at 4:30 to check out the seminar, and then we'll be there at working with that Mustang tomorrow at noon. So if that's it, guys, we're gonna go so we can get everything else set up, and we'll see you guys tomorrow.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
See you tomorrow.